Welcome. This is a live session taking place on the Insight Timer app. Trying to remember how to spell this morning. Smell, and spell. If you're watching the replay, welcome. If you're here live, welcome. I invite you to come over to the Insight Timer app if you'd like the opportunity to be together and engage. Welcome, everyone. It's a little loud. Thanks for your hearts. Hey, Steph, how's your foot? Nice to see you in this space again. We'll wait just a minute, my friends, and then we'll get started. Let's do a little sound check. Oh, I'm so glad, love. So glad. All right. So if I'm back here, we just want to make sure of two things. One, can you hear me through this mic? If I'm speaking quietly, can you still hear me? And then this is one of our old faithful royalty-free playlists. I wish I had more music diversity, but as many of you may be aware, much music we don't play due to royalties, and we are so grateful for artists' hard work, and we honor and respect that. So we're using this playlist, and the music varies and changes, and the volume changes with that. So all of that being said, how's the volume level right now? Can you hear me? Is the music at a volume that is audible, but hopefully not too loud? Would love your feedback before we move into our session. Okay, thanks, Steph. Great. All right. Well, again, if you are not with us on Insight Timer, I invite you to join on Insight Timer. I will not be able to see your comments anyplace else. Okay, thanks, Vicky. Yeah, it's just going to vary with each device, and the music will get louder at some points. So I think from my experience of doing this, I think the volume that it's at now will be the best balance for everyone's different needs. So thank you for expressing yourself. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for being here. For anyone that I'm getting to meet today for the first time, my name is Selena. This is a Vinyasa yoga asana session, meaning the physical postures of yoga. Yoga is so much more than just the physical postures. And if you are not familiar with that, I invite you to look more into it and really have a deeper understanding of what yoga is. Union, this union with all aspects of the self and creation. Let's see here. This is an intermediate session, meaning that I will not be verbally breaking down the poses and cueing them the way that I would in a beginner session. Everyone is welcome to be here. I just wholeheartedly invite and ask that you honor your body. Let that be your top priority here. It's not about pushing or straining or trying to always do what I'm doing. This is about you and your experience with yourself and your relationship with yourself. So if there's ever a pose I'm doing that is uncomfortable, or you don't know it, or you don't feel confident doing it, or it's not working for your body, don't do it. Yes, take a resting posture, take a pose that you know does work for your body. This is really a session that is for you, my friends. If you're unfamiliar with the space I have here on Insight Timer, I have many recordings that cover many topics. I have a couple of courses, and I lead these live sessions. I don't have any upcoming sessions on the schedule as I'm about to travel, but I will be adding them in the next couple of days. So keep your awareness open to see when we will be getting together again. And with that, I think we're ready to begin our session. I won't be able to see your comments once I'm back on the mat, so if there is some kind of a technical issue, please just put a bunch of emojis in the chat and that will alert me to come look into what's going on. Okay. Have your mat, have any props that work for your body. I won't be, so you can take care of yourself. We're going to start standing today. Slight bend in the knees, feet are more or less underneath the hips. Maybe the big toes are both pointing forward. Feel the crown of the head lifting you up toward the sky. Arms rest by the sides of the body. Shoulders drop down. Gently draw the navel toward the spine as we start to bring some awareness to this core. Maybe the tongue gently touches the roof of the mouth just behind the upper teeth. Allow a space between the teeth. Soften the jaw. Tune into the body. Just notice the messages that your body is giving you right now. Energized, tired, achy, moving, slowing down. Now let's bring the palms to touch at the heart center. We'll open practice with the sound of Om 3 times. And I invite you, if you'd like to experiment or explore, chant loudly if you can. And after we chant these 3 Oms, I invite you just to kind of be still for a moment and notice what's happening inside. So if you like, open your mouth wide, chant loudly. It's like this whole system is a tuning fork. And when we're chanting, we are vibrating and resonating, harmonizing with creation. Take a deep breath in. Slightly bow your chin toward your chest and set your sankalpa, your intention for practice. Your sankalpa might be an intention for yourself individually. You can also create your sankalpa as an offering. Maybe there's someone in your life you'd like to dedicate your practice to, or maybe you'd like to dedicate your practice to all of those being impacted in Gaza, is real. Choose your sankalpa. Repeat it in your mind, feel it in your heart. Beautiful. If you're not already there, I invite you to come to the top of the mat. Again, at any time you need a rest, please take it. We're going to be moving through Vinyasa as this transition where we're moving into that push-up position. So please really honor your body. Actually, I think I'll do a couple quick demos before we dive into our practice today. I haven't done these in a while. So one option for Surya Namaskar A, and of course, if you have an option I'm not showing that works for you, please take that. I inhale, and then I exhale and dive forward. You always have the option to bend the knees here, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, I come up, exhale down, and then I can either step or lightly hop back to a high plank position. And this is where I'd like to show a couple of options. So one option might be bringing the knees down and then moving down through a push-up to come all the way to the belly, untuck the toes. Inhale, we're going to curl up through the spine, elbows pull back and staying close. The pubic bone is rooted. We exhale to come down and then push ourselves up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. The second option, and again, if you have a third or a different option, please honor that. The second option I'm offering here is to come from your high plank, move down through Chaturanga. Inhale, come up, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, with the thighs completely off of the mat. The chest reaches through, shoulders pulled back. You see them on the tops of the feet. And then I exhale to come up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So again, please choose the option that works best for you. And if you know that you're still building shoulder and core strength and we're doing too many of these transitions for your body just yet, then it's okay. Take a resting pose. Maybe just come back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Honor your body. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel toward the spine, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, maybe bring the fingertips to the shins. Exhale, fold as you bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank, and then lower down to the option that works best for your body. Inhale, come up, open the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths in downward facing dog. Draw the navel toward the spine. If the heels don't reach down, bend the knees and then press your chest back toward your thighs. And we'll actually stay here for a couple more breaths as we explore some cues here. Look forward. See that your wrists are parallel to the top of the mat if that works for your body. Root down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Chin is slightly tucked again. Chest presses back toward thighs. Maybe the inner elbows roll forward. So I'm giving you a lot of cues that you can play with here throughout practice. Feel the crown of the head reaching toward the fingers. Shoulders pull up away from the ears. And again, we bring the awareness drawing the navel toward the spine. Protecting the low back. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, press into the feet, reach the arms all the way up, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel in, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, maybe fingertips to shins. Flat back, exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, and then move through your transition. Again, upward facing dog, thighs are off the mat. Adho Mukha Svanasana, 3 slow, deep breaths. Find all the little cues that serve your body. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, press into the feet, rise all the way up, option to bend the knees. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel in. Inhale, half lift, flat back, shoulders pull back, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, move through your vinyasa, lower down, and then come up cobra or upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. If your heels are comfortably touching the ground, you may wish to explore pulling them apart a little bit to help to activate the legs. Root down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring the big toes to touch, heels are slightly apart. Draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, reach the arms up, sink the hips back and down, Utkatasana. Weight is in the heels here. Draw the navel in. Release the tailbone down a little bit here. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, palms touch, bow, forward fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back as you move through your transition. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softly step the right foot through. We're going to do a variation here. Keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, sink into the front knee. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back. Move through your transition. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softly step the left foot through, ankles below knee more or less. Inhale, rise up, back heel stays lifted. Exhale, touch down. Left leg steps back. Move through your vinyasa. Remember, you can always skip that and just come to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold. Big toes touch, heels are slightly apart. Sink the hips back and down. Reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, sink the hips back and down, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow through center, fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, weight in the toes, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Make your way through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softly step the right foot through, back heel stays lifted. Inhale, rise up, sink down into the hips. Exhale, touch down. Right leg steps back. Move through your transition. Softly step the left foot through, back heel stays lifted. Inhale, sink it down, reach the arms up. Exhale, touch down, step back with the left leg and move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. Draw the navel toward the spine. Shoulders up away from the ears. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, sink the hips down as you reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Press into the feet to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more round of Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, reach up, sink the hips back and down, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, strong back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back. Move through your flow here. Or just come to downward facing dog. Softly step the right foot through, back heels lifted. Inhale, rise up, sink the hips down at the same time. Exhale, touch down. Right leg steps back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, softly step left foot through. Inhale, reach up, sink the hips down. Exhale, touch down. Left leg steps back. You know what to do for your body here. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold. Big toes touch, heels are slightly apart. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up. Utkatasana, inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful, friends. Arms by the sides. Hop the feet apart just a bit, so now the feet are underneath the hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, draw the navel in, fold forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to here to take your middle and index fingers around your big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen the arms. It's okay if there's still a lot of bend. Exhale, fold forward. 5 breaths here. Keep drawing the navel in. Lift the kneecaps here. Activate the fronts of the thighs. And if there's a lot of contraction in the neck muscles, lengthen the neck, lengthen the spine. If your legs are straight and you have a lot of space, maybe the elbows are bent to the sides to assist you lengthening a little more. Release any clenching in the jaw. Inhale, lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees if they're not already. Lift your right foot and bring your right hand underneath so that the palm is touching the sole of the foot. And then do the same thing for the left foot. So you're holding the soles of your feet. Inhale, lengthen your legs, lengthen your spine as much as that's available. Exhale, fold. And again, it's perfectly okay to be in this however it works for your body. We all have different bodies. There's no one way, there's no right way. There may be ways that are safer for our bodies than others, but this is an exploration for your individual temple. We'll take 2 more slow, deep breaths here. Draw the kneecaps up. Release the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen the arms. Exhale, release down. Bend the knees if they're not already. Release the hands. Hands to the hips. Draw the navel in. Press into the feet to rise all the way up. Let's take a moment here just to notice what's happening inside. Beautiful. So again, with the feet in this wider position so that we feel stable here, we're going to move into the side body and a little bit into the front body here. Bring your right hand down and reach the right fingers down. Left hand reaches up. So we're creating this stretch already just by reaching. And I'm actually going to move my feet a little closer together here so that I feel really stable. Inhale, reach that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, start to lean over to the right. And at the same time, I'm not in a strong way, but I'm just going to start to reach this bottom hand like it's reaching from my left foot. And if this feels like it's too much of a muscular strain, you can always use this bottom hand to support so that you're not straining. Shoulders away from ears. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale, reach that upper arm all the way to the sky. Exhale, bring it down, shake it out. We'll do the same thing on the second side, but let's just take a moment here to notice the difference between the two sides. We really can have a greater awareness and understanding of being energetic beings when we pause and notice this. Let's reach the right arm all the way up. Left hand reaches down, shoulders drop down. Inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, start to reach over to the left. And this bottom hand reaches down as if the fingers are pointing to the right foot. Again, you can use this hand to support you if it feels like there's any straining. One more breath here. Beautiful. Reach the hand up to the sky and release it down. Micro bend in the knees. And again, just notice what's happening inside. Beautiful. We're going to do this one more time on each side just because it's so powerful to move stagnant energy, help to energize us and support us in really all of our life experience. So again, we'll reach the left hand up, right hand down. Inhale. Exhale. Reach over to the right. This bottom hand reaches toward the left foot. And I have a philosophy, especially for yoga asana, that says just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because I can reach all the way down or take a deeper stretch doesn't mean it's the best thing for my body in this moment. So I really invite you to listen. One more breath here. Inhale, reach that upper hand to the sky. Exhale, release it down, micro bend in the knees. And again, just notice what's happening inside. Inhale, right hand up, left hand reaches down. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach over. So you see we're maintaining lift and length here rather than just leaning over and dropping down into the lower body. We've had the last few songs by the wonderful artist Shri K, S-H-R-I, letter K. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release it down. Beautiful. And again, just notice. Lovely. If you've moved your body, I invite you to come back to the top of the mat. Palms touch at the heart. Big toes are more or less pointing forward rather than turned out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, flat back, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back and move through your vinyasa. Exhale to make your way back, downward facing dog. We're going to give a little relief to the hip flexors that may have gotten some movement here. Inhale, roll up onto the balls of the feet, roll through the spine, find yourself in a high plank. Exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll through the spine, high plank. Exhale, one more time. Inhale to roll into your high plank, and exhale to make your way back. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the right knee. Allow the toes to fall behind you as you stack the hips. Inhale, lengthen, square the hips. Option here to bring the knee to the nose as you exhale. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left elbow. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel, back toes are slightly turned in here. Inhale, windmill the hands up. Turn your torso to the left side of your mat as we move into Virabhadrasana 2. Sink down into the right knee. Maybe the ankle is below the knee here. Square the hips to the left side of the mat. Stick your tailbone out behind you and then tilt it under to find length here in the lumbar spine. Palms up to the sky. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms down, sink down, starting to open the inner hips here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms down, sink down into that right knee. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Shoulders drop down away from ears. Gaze is over right middle finger. Right palm turns up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Back hand lightly touches the back leg, right arm over ear. Exhale, extended side angle, elbow to thigh, left arm along the ear. Inhale to reverse, stay low in the hips. Exhale, extend. Beautiful. One more time like this. Inhale, reverse, stay low. Exhale, extend. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, windmill the hands down, lift the back heel, right leg steps back, option to keep it lifted as you move through your vinyasa. Make your way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch, inhale, the left leg up and back, bend the knee, stack the hips. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the left leg. Option to bring the knee to the nose as you exhale. Inhale, the leg up and back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, the knee crosses the body, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step left foot through between the hands. Maybe the ankle is below the knee here. Lower that back heel. Inhale, windmill yourself up. Virabhadrasana 2. Hips are turned toward the right side of the mat. Back toes are slightly turned in. Stick your tailbone out behind you and then tilt it under so we find length in the lumbar spine. Palms turn up to the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen that front leg. Exhale, palms down, sink it down. Palms up, inhale, rise up. Palms down, exhale, sink it down. One more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink it down. Gaze is over left middle finger, Virabhadrasana 2. Left palm turns up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Back hand lightly touches back leg, left arm over ear. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach that right arm over. Inhale, reverse, stay low. Exhale, extended side angle. One more time. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to extend. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, windmill the hands down, lift the back heel, step the left leg back, option to keep it lifted as you lower. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths in downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, press into the feet, reach the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now we have some Music from DJ Soul Rising. So blessed to have amazing musicians sharing their music with us that we can share here. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel in, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back. Move through your transition. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Stay here, or if you'd like to play, bend the left knee, reach the right foot all the way down behind you. Flip your hips up and over, right arm along the ear. Wild thing. Take whichever leg position works best for your body here. One more breath. Right hand touches down, flip yourself back over, extend the right leg up and back. Stay here, or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Sink it down. Beautiful, friends. Right palm turns up. Inhale, reverse warrior, back hand lightly touches back leg. Exhale, extended side angle. Stay low, reach that arm over. Inhale, reverse, long spine. Exhale, extend. One more. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to extend. Beautiful. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Shoulders away from ears. Lovely. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Bend the knee a little bit, actually. Turn your left heel in a little bit, and then your right toes out. So now I'm facing you, and I'm not mirroring you after what I just said. But you know what I'm saying here. I won't be mirroring you the way that I often do. Let's actually turn all the toes out to begin. So knees are moving over toes. Nice wide stance here from our Virabhadrasana 2. Bend over into one knee and the other. I'll do my best not to say right and left here. I'm moving side to side, getting some nice inner thigh and hip work in today. And let's come to center. Turn your toes in now. Slightly, yes, some of us are really mobile and can turn them, but just turning the toes in slightly here. Draw the navel toward the spine, hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, long spine. If your hands reach the ground, bring the hands down with the fingers pointing in the same direction as the toes. If they don't reach down, this is a great time to use a block, to bring your hands to the outer shins, or to keep them on the hips. Find a position that serves your body. Wherever you are, let's inhale and lengthen the spine, and then exhale and fold forward. Draw the kneecaps up, activate the fronts of the thighs. If your hands are on the ground and you have some space, you might want to walk your hands back toward your heels a little bit. Fingers are still pointing that same direction as the toes. Maybe the elbows are over the wrists. Maybe you play with rocking the weight into the toes a little bit here. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands to the hips, press into the feet, rise all the way up, maybe with a flat back. Beautiful, friends. Turn those right toes forward, sink it down, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, windmill down. Step that right leg back, option to keep it lifted as you move through your transition and make your way up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale, left leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hips. And then again, option to stay here or bend your right knee and play with reaching that left foot down behind you. Maybe flipping the hips up and over and bringing that left arm along the ear. Take whichever leg variation you did on the other side. Wild thing. This big opening here. One more breath. Left hand touches down, flip yourself over, left leg reaches up. Option on your exhale to bring the knee to the nose or really to the chest for many of us. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step the left foot through. Lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Left palm turns up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm along the ear. Exhale, extended side angle. Stay low. Maybe that ankle is below the knee. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, extend. Right arm along the ear. Take 2 extra breaths here. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Turn the left toes in. So now both feet are pointing toward the left side of the mat here. Slightly turn the toes in the same way we did last time. Draw the kneecaps up so we're activating the fronts of the thighs. Hands to the hips. I'm going to come back here. Actually, I'll turn to the side for this one. Nice wide stance. Draw the navel toward the spine. See if you can interlace your hands behind your back. If not, feel free to take whichever variation serves your body here. If the hands are interlaced, maybe you begin to extend the arms back. If you're here, draw your navel in and draw those lower ribs in rather than popping yourself forward. Tailbone is reaching down. If you have a lot of space, you might even bring the palms to touch here, but that's only if it feels good for your body. Again, toes are slightly turned in. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward. Lift the knuckles up toward the sky. Maybe they even start to come over your head. Shoulders pull up away from ears. Shoulder blades draw toward one another. Draw the navel in. Lift the kneecaps. Beautiful supportive pose here. I love this song. Open your heart. Maybe those knuckles come a little closer to the sky or to the ground. We'll take one more slow, deep breath here. Inhale, press into your feet. Lift the knuckles up toward the sky. Rise all the way up. Release the hands if they're interlaced and allow them to just float by the sides of the body for a moment here. Micro bend in the knees. Notice all of this internal movement. Can you attune your senses to the subtlety of your own energetic being? Beautiful. Turn those left toes back toward the top of the mat. Sink it down, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step the left foot back. Option to keep it lifted as you lower. Make your way through your Vinyasa. Come back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Beautiful. We'll take a moment here to play with strength and balance in Virabhadrasana 3. You may need to step back more toward the center of your mat if you are close to anything where you are. Yes? Let's bring the hands to the hips, draw the navel toward the spine so we're already aware of this whole body connection and strength. Bring the weight over into the right foot, maybe spread the toes a little bit if that makes sense for your body. Extend your left leg forward and press out through the heel. So you say, I'm flexing my foot here and I'm already activating the strength of this leg. This is how we're going to maintain this leg as much as possible as we move into this balancing posture. Okay, so let's lengthen up through the spine. From here, I'm going to hinge myself forward as this left leg comes with me, staying in alignment with my flat back. So this is what we're going for. Of course, this may not be what your body's doing, but play with it here. Maybe come all the way into this horizontal position. And once you're here, drop your left hip down. Keep that left foot nice and flexed, active left leg. Very nice, everyone. Square the hips as much as you can. If you'd like to reach the arms forward or to the sides, go for it. I'm going to keep my hands on my hips today. Gaze is down at the ground. We'll take one more breath. And then press into that standing leg when you're ready to come back to full upright position. Oh, I can feel my hamstrings have not been doing that. Give a little shake. And again, just notice the difference between the sides. Second side. Bring the weight over into the left foot. Extend the right foot out. Press out through the heel. Flex the foot. Active right leg. Draw the navel in. Lengthen up. And then begin to hinge forward. Keep that leg in alignment with your nice long spine. Maybe you come all the way into this T position with your body. Drop your right hip down so that you square the hips. Choose the arm position that works best for you. Gaze is down at the ground. Keep pressing out through that right heel. Very nice, my friends. We'll take one more breath here. Press into the standing leg to come up. Release it down. Oh, very nice. Shake it out. Beautiful. Release the arms down by the sides. Micro bend in the knees and just notice what's happening inside. Lovely. If you're not at the top of the mat, make your way back to the top of the mat. Palms touch. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Final vinyasa of the day. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back and move through your transition. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the right foot through between the hands. Take as many steps as you need. We're going to lower the back knee, so you might want to use a blanket or even lower your knee down onto your folded mat like I'm demonstrating here. I have a really thick mat, so I don't actually need to do that, but I wanted to show it. Walk your right foot out a little bit toward the right edge of the mat so that you can bring your right hand underneath your shoulder. Both hands are inside here, yes? Beautiful. Now, for some of us, this is already a very deep stretch. So if that's you, hang out here. See if you can keep the right sole of the foot rooted on the earth. If you'd like to experience a little more sensation, you can play with bringing one or both forearms down to the mat. And of course, if you're here comfortably, you can always play with lifting the back knee and really pressing out through that back heel. Slow, deep breaths, sinking into your beautiful hips. If the knee is lifted, lower it. We'll all come back to palms flat. Turn your right toes out to the right diagonally so that the sole of the foot lifts up off of the mat and the right knee falls out to the side. So now the sole of the foot is off the mat and the toes are pointing out to the right here. Beautiful. For some of us, we're just going to stay here. Others, you may want to play with dropping your left hip down a little toward the earth. And for some, we might even play with bending the left knee and reaching the right hand back to take a hold of the outer edge of the foot. From here, you might want to kick the foot into the hand to open the shoulder, or you may wish to bring that heel closer to the glutes. Lift up out of the shoulders. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Keep allowing that right knee to fall out to the right. If you have the foot, slowly release it. We'll all meet back with the hands down on the mat. Bring your right sole of the foot back to the mat, toes point forward again. Press your hips back to start to extend the right leg. And then from here, if you have blocks, you may wish to have one block on either side for support. If you're able to actually reach the ground, you may wish to have the fingers down. And if you can't, maybe the hands are on the hips. We just don't want any pressure on this knee joint. Yes, so choose the position that works for you. Draw the navel toward the spine, lengthen the spine, drop your right hip down. I'll take 5 slow breaths here. Beautiful. On your next inhalation, make your way back into your low lunge. And then we'll make our way up and back into downward facing dog. This time we step the left foot through between the hands, lower the back knee, and take whatever support you need under the back knee. Walk your left foot out to the side a little so that that left hand can be inside. Sink the hips forward here. Maybe the ankles below the knee here. Yes, we have this nice support. If you have the space here and you want to experience more sensation, maybe the forearms come down to the mat. Left sole of the foot is staying rooted if possible. Again, you may wish to tuck the back toes under and lift the right knee. Only if that feels good for you, serves you. If the knee is lifted, bring it down. If you're on your forearms, come back to your palms. And now we'll turn the left toes out to the left. Sole of the foot comes off of the mat, so we're on the outer edge of the left foot. Left knee falls out to the side. And then again here, maybe you'd like to start by playing with dropping your right hip down a little. See if that feels good. That might be a little too much on the knee, so just be aware. And then if you wish, maybe you'd like to play by bending the right knee and reaching your left hand back for the outer edge of that foot. You may wish to bring the heel toward the glute or kick the hand into the foot. That knee releases. We're not pressing it out, but it just on its own, it releases out to the side. Allow a space between the teeth. We'll take one more breath here. If you have the foot, slowly release it. Bring that left foot down, turn the toes back toward the top of the mat. And then here we're just going to make our way. Oh, actually we have to stretch here, don't we? I almost forgot. One of you just reminded me. Extend back now. So walk your hands back so you can extend back through the left leg. And again, have your blocks or your hands to your hips, maybe the floor. Choose what works best for you. And then drop that right hip down. Find left. So you can find length in that left side of the body. I'll be here for 5 slow, deep breaths. Wonderful. Make your way back into your low lunge. And then from here, we're going to move into a variation of pigeon pose. If you know that there's something with your knees or hips or ankles that doesn't allow you to do this, please take another variation, maybe figure 4 on the back. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start to walk my left foot over to the right side of the mat so that I can bring myself down onto the left shin. And what I'm looking for here, aiming for, is that my shin is more or less parallel to the top of my mat. So this is a different variation than some of you have practiced before. So the shin is parallel to the top of the mat, and then I'm going to flex my foot to really protect this knee joint. Just a gentle flex, nothing straining. For this version of pigeon pose, rather than keeping the hips square and both hips lifted, we allow ourselves to be weighted into this left hip. At the same time, my torso is pointing forward as much as possible. So I'm still finding this sense of center. Inhale, lengthen up. And then if you're already in the fullness of experience that you want, hang out here. Or if you'd like to experience more sensation, you may wish to start to walk your hands and your torso forward. Remember, having a deeper stretch, being more flexible or being more strong doesn't make you a better person, doesn't make you any more worthy or less worthy. This is about you and yourself and honoring yourself. What does that feel like right now? What does that look like? One more breath here. If you're forward, use your hands to bring yourself upright again. Bring that foot in toward your inner hips so that you can come forward. And then we're going to change sides. So however you need to, come to all fours. Take a few circles in each direction with that left knee. And then we'll move on to the second side. So bring your right knee up to your right wrist. Walk your foot out. And then again, we're going for this shin being parallel to the top of the mat. So you may wish to tuck your back toes under and lift your knee. So you can start to adjust your body so that you can come to sit on your right hip. And this shin is more or less parallel to the top of the mat with the foot flexed here. And then you'll see here, so my hip is really lifted here. So for my body, I'm going to see if I can bring that hip down a little bit and start to turn my torso toward the front of my mat. Now, for some of us, our hips are just too tight for that. So play with this, how it works for your body. And then again here, if it feels good to start to walk yourself forward, do so. Something else that I didn't mention on the other side that can be helpful at times in this version is to tuck your back toes under and see if you can start to bring the top of your thigh and the knee to the mat. This can kind of help to support that squaring of the hips if that serves your body. Once you've found the position that works for you, tune into your breath. Offer yourself gratitude for being here today, for showing up. And recall your sankalpa, your intention for practice, and feel that in your heart. I'll take one more breath here. If you're forward, use your hands to come up. Bring that foot in and bring your back knee closer so you can make your way to tabletop, to all fours. Take a few circles with that right knee, that right hip. Change directions once you've taken a few. Bring the knee down, rock the hips a little side to side, and make your way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. Hug your knees in close, like you're giving your own body and being a hug. Maybe even grab opposite elbows if that's in your sphere of movement. And then slowly release the legs down the mat. Take the feet wide. Allow the toes to fall out to the sides. Arms extend alongside the body with some space between the arms and the torso. Palms face upward. If it feels good for your body, gently wiggle your whole body. So like send these little movements through your entire body, like these little waves to release unconscious tension. And once you feel complete, move into stillness. The eyes are closed. So move into Shavasana. This beautiful opportunity to practice merging and oneness. pure space where we remember that we are not the thoughts, the emotions, or the body. We are not limited or bound, that we are eternally free and whole. Allow yourself to rest in this space for as long as you wish. If you are ready to complete practice, start to deepen the breath, really feeling this breath of life in every muscle, bone, cell. And slowly start to move the fingers and toes. Inhale, reach your arms up along the ears. Stretch. Slowly bend the knees and make your way over onto one side. When you're ready, use your hands to come up to a seat with the eyes closed. Recall your sankalpa. Repeat it in your mind. We'll complete practice today with Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu 3 times, and then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings and all of creation be happy and free. Peace, peace, peace. You may wish to bring the palms to touch at the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Tune into your heart, the preciousness of you, of your light. Tune into our oneness. Can you sense how connected we all are with all of life on the planet, with the planet herself? I'll take a breath to begin. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. In my heart, I'd like to hold a special prayer for a ceasefire in Gaza, and may all beings in Gaza and Israel move into harmony, honor, peace, love, healing. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Thanks, Jill. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for being. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Catalina. Thank you. And for anyone who's unaware, the donation process changed with the lives. So if you're feeling called to support us as teachers when we offer live sessions, it's best to donate directly on our profile pages if you feel called in your heart. So thank you. Beautiful friends. Any last words from anyone who's here before we complete today? Okay. Well, thank you for being here. And thanks, Steph. I'm happy to practice together again. It's a gift. Let us take care of ourselves and each other. I look forward to our next time together. I won't be offering any asana for some time. I'm getting ready to travel, and so no asana until maybe late January, if then. So thank you for being here during this session. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Let us be kind. Let us remember that slowing down is a gift that keeps on giving. Yes, for everyone.